Hey guys, Aaron here. As you may have noticed, or if you just don't care, I've said that I would review classics, but there's no classics, and the title says reviewing all the classics. I decided that I'm just gonna make one giant video, and that's because, if I do it, everyone in each individual video, it takes like hours to edit, and it's in gigs of video, and it won't get any views. You just want to watch too much Thomas characters or something. So today I'm going to be reviewing all the classics. Not like a plot summary of all of them, just a brief overview of all of them. Like in a whole video, it would be the last summary part. So here are all my classics. Don't worry, I'm not going to review all of them. Let's see, I think I already did that. No. These are too long to watch again. These, no. Okay, so these are the movies that I'm going to review now. Okay, so starting off, I have Frankenstein. It's a good movie. There's some things in there that I think are supposed to be scary, but since we are like tolerant to like super scary stuff now, they're not really scary anymore. But there's actually like some scary or terrifying parts in it. And Frankenstein, Boris Karloff's act's really good. The Wizard of Oz. This is a just really good fantasy, magical, wonderful movie. It's so classic. It's really good. The special effects are really good for 1939. It's just fantasy, classical, really good. Gone with the Wind. It's a really good romance, and it's big and large scale, the Civil War. And it's realistic, meaning like what happened in the war and how families coped with people dying, and how people like fell in love. Like Rhett just went like, "You married someone too old and too young. I think I'm the right age for you." "How dare you? I'm not marrying you." "Oh, shall I make it easier? Shall I stand on one knee?" "Okay." Citizen Kane. Now I say really good a lot because that's where I can think of to describe it. The characters are really good. The direction by Orson Welles is just spot on. Like, characters' faces are in the shadows, or people are close to the camera and far away, and they're still in the same focus. It's groundbreaking for 1941, and his message is, you may have all the money in the world, but sometimes you just need to go back to your childhood and play with your sled. Casablanca. It's really well acted. It wasn't like Citizen Kane, it's just a regular Hollywood movie. But this one endured, I think, because it has really good acting, a really good, meaning and stuff, and really good direction. Like, when people are walking in a room, the camera stops to go on these two random people that you've never seen before and just hear them talking for a few seconds. Casablanca or Citizen Kane? Which one? I don't know. Comment below! It's A Wonderful Life. This is like really stellar acting right here. It's like actual just people talking in their life. Now I thought that this was just like a movie. It shows the guy's life and then an angel appears out of nowhere. But like throughout the movie there's like a galaxy here and a nebula here and stars here, and they're just flashing and they're talking. I guess that's what heaven was like in 1946. It was kind of disappointing. It was just a little bit disappointing. The whole angel thing and showing him what the earth was like without him. It's only like in the last 20 minutes in a 160, 2.5 hour movie. So I was like, okay, when's the angel coming in? But it all pays off because the ending, the ending is just the best ending ever. You're such a low and then boom, such a high. Yeah, who needs heroin when you have It's a Wonderful Life? The Day the Earth Stood Still. This is like the most classic alien movie. Like, the alien touches down, yeah, but it's not a invasion movie. It's just one alien touches down and just he needs to tell something to everyone in the world. Aliens invade Earth. More like they tell Earth that you're part of this whole world and just please don't go to other planets. Oops, spoilers. Really science fiction-y, Klaatu, Barada, Nikto. Singing in the Rain. It's good musicals, good acting and direction and stuff. But I don't think it's the best musical of all time. Yeah, because like the musical numbers, you know, like Singing in the Rain, there's like 1 or 2 verses and 1 or 2 choruses and then just dancing for like 2 minutes straight. Yeah, and like some dream sequences, they go so long that you forget their dream sequences, and when they cut back to real life, it's like, oh, that was a dream sequence, oh, I forgot. But it's still good if you like that. It's a mad, 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 mad world. This is just so funny. This is so funny, even though it came out in 1963. You know, there's just so many comedic actors in this, like, all that. Like, let's see, Eddie Rochester, Jim Beckett's, Alan Carney, Bernie Chase, Peter Falk. You have no idea what these people are, but in the 60s they were big, you know. Even Buster Keaton, the Three Stooges, yeah, for one shot. It's just funny and chase comedy. There's just so many actors in this and like different subplots, and they cut and they edit between them really good. It's so funny. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just a really good Western, and it's just really good acting, and the final like huge scene with like, you know, the standoff is just really good. A good, really good, suspenseful Western. The Sound of Music. I actually really like this. Yeah, I think it's much better than Singing in the Rain, but Singing in the Rain is still good. So much iconic stuff in it, like the songs, Do Re Mi, Favorite Things, Lonely Goat Herd, Going on 17. You might not know what that is, but if you do, good for you. And the first shot, well, actually the first shot is just mountains, but the first shot of something happening is... He has really good songs, good acting, and good direction. Like, most of the shots are just the characters in here and then a giant landscape behind them. I like this. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's such a classic movie, and did you know that this came out in 1971? It's that old. It's one kid who sees this whole huge chocolate factory. It's just really good, even though it's like very different from the book. But it doesn't need to be really good. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I really like this. Even though there was like a low in the middle where the guy was just making Devil's Tower in his home. And Steven Spielberg is just really good at directing. And the ending, I was just in awe of the giant spaceship. I was like, that was really good. The special effects are really good. Well, in some scenes you can kind of see that they're miniatures. Well, that's the magic of Steven Spielberg. You get so sucked into his movies that you just don't notice all the flaws. The Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, I need to tell you something that I haven't actually watched the entire trilogy like in a row all the way through until like just about a month ago when I was preparing to review this. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it, but I've never seen all of them. And these are the originals. You know, the ones that don't have all the CGI crap in Mos Eisley, the one that has this guy as the Emperor, and the one where Darth Vader doesn't scream no when he lifts up the Emperor and throws him off the edge. You get such sucked into the worlds. The characters like Luke, Han, Leia, Obi-Wan, I mean, they're iconic at this point, you know. Well, they were iconic like when they came out. Really good classics. And for me, classics are 80s or like mid-70s and back. Okay, so that was me reviewing every single, well, not every single classic, but the main classics that people love and enjoy. And since I just wanted to talk about them because, you know, I just like collecting. And I realized that it would be, you know, a waste to have all of them be their own video, like me showing you the entire plot, because you should have watched them by now. It's just too much editing time, and because those videos, well, all 2 that I made, are just, don't get views. Well, if there's a movie that I really like that came out in theaters recently, I'll talk about it. And before choosing to do this video, I actually recorded and edited some videos of me reviewing movies. Click here if you want to watch my Frankenstein review. Click here if you want to watch my Psycho review. And click here if you want to watch my Gone with the Wind review. They're all like 5 minutes and edited. Yeah, and Psycho is the best one, I think. Baby, it's cold outside.
10 degrees outside.